They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgain.com. You know, this last 1,900 point drop in the stock market scared everybody. They called it a crash. But here at Phil's Gang, we call it an opportunity. Why? Because I taught my students how to read a chart. And here's the problem in this industry. You go somewhere to learn how to drive a car, but you never go anywhere to learn how to invest in a stock. Well, you will do that here at Phil's Gang. Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Phil's Gang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Phil's Gang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, everybody, the hot stocks Apple or Google, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What people don't understand is every stock is the same. If the institutions buy it, it goes up. If they don't, it goes down. It doesn't matter the name. That's why we use charts to identify money in, money out. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now, because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, it used to be, hey, what's that hot stock? There's no hot stocks anymore. You know what it's all about now? It's identifying when to get in the market, when to get out. And why? Because the market is rigged. It's rigged to go up. There's nothing better. It's rigged to go up. It's called quantitative easing. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Have fun with us in a rigged market.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we read in the paper or we hear on radio or TV how the market is rigged. So what? It's rigged to go up, not to go down. You know this market hasn't pulled back 10%, not 10% since 2011, and you're not in this market. You want the market to be rigged. All you got to know is when to get out before it blows up. That's why you become a gang member, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Just off the lows for the day, let's take a look at the markets in the middle of the day, and you could blame it on concerns about Fed hikes as well as some other issues that are out there. I think we're overbought a little bit as well, 6 weeks.
Gee, you think so? We're overbought a little bit, Pisani? That's Pisani on CNBC. What's he nuts? Welcome to Phil's Gang. Coast to coast around the country, the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. The market is down 207 points. No surprise for Phil's Gang. We've been telling our gang members after that 12% rally, short covering rally, that, hey, this market is going to start pulling back. Welcome to Phil's Gang. And it is. It's back now, 207 points. Let me give you a phone number so you can join the gang. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. Now, it's important because the last time we had the pullback, we said the same thing. Join the gang. Okay? And if you didn't join the gang, you're going to keep missing these rallies. But let's talk about this for a moment. Oh, by the way, before I get into the market, I got to talk about Warren Buffett. Remember on Friday, they killed the Keystone Pipeline? Remember that? And Obama keeps telling us about.
But I do want to be clear. Allowing the Keystone Pipeline to be built requires a finding that doing so would be in our nation's interest. And our national interest will be served only if this project does not significantly exacerbate the problem of carbon pollution.
Now, he's all worried about the environment. He says, we're not going to do this. It's too dangerous. Running this oil from Canada through the pipeline, too dangerous. Really? Well, did you know what happened today with Buffett's railroad? And remember I told you on Friday, the real reason why he killed the pipeline was because Soros and Mark Larzy, they're big traders of oil, and he's trying to put a ceiling on a floor underneath of oil. Sabin and James Crown, they own 72% of the tankers, the ships that send oil from Canada to China. So they make a lot of money. The last thing that they'd want is that oil that goes on their tankers that go over from Canada to China now go down the pipeline. They don't need the ships anymore. But here's the real one. Obama and Gates, their railroad, they ship a lot of oil, right? I mean, Buffett and Gates, they ship a lot of oil over by rail. They make a lot of money doing that, and that would kill them. They can't compete. Now, he says the reason he's really doing it is for environmental issues. Really? Well, today, guess what? Oh, Buffett and Gates choo-choo train, BHSF Railroad, dumped 32 cars, most of them with oil, loaded with oil, right into the Mississippi River, 80 miles from south of Minneapolis. That's right. Right into the river. 32 cars. Now, I don't know how many cars had oil, but let's say even 5. That's 5 too many. Now, that's not the first time. The same railroad, BNSF, owned by Warren Buffett and Gates, involved in another oil wreck where the train went off the rail and the cars spilled oil into the Mississippi, a few miles away from where this accident happened. People had to clear out of their homes, like a 5-mile radius. You had to get out of your house and all this stuff because of the environment. What a bunch of phonies. Isn't that incredible? That is just incredible. You just have to wonder, don't you? Let's take a look at the stock. Let's take a look at the railroad stock, see how he's doing today. Most of the stocks are going up, by the way. That's right. Most of the railroad stocks are all going up because they killed the pipeline. Okay, but you have to be very careful. All right, you got to be very careful with these rails because you had to be in these before they killed the pipeline. Okay, I'm trying to pull. I don't know why I can't get that symbol. We'll try it after. Okay, is it CP? Let me try it again. CP. I think it's CP, isn't it? Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, going up today. That rail is going up today. Matter of fact, it's getting a lot short covering. So please do not chase these rails like CP. See, if you're a gang member, what you would do. This is what we call phase one. There's 4 phases with a stock. This is phase 1, and this is where this cycle from where they're selling off the stock to where they start buying it. And this is what you learn as a gang member. So don't buy it right now. You got to wait until it pulls back, and then we get a signal where it shows that the big guys on Wall Street are accumulating a lot more of this stock, and then we go in and we buy it only when they're buying. That's the beautiful thing about charting. But I want to get into the stock market here for a minute. We're down 217 points. Now you remember the big deal on Friday, the big, hey, we're got all these jobs. Remember the 271,000 jobs? Well, first of all, let me tell you, I want to break your heart, but the 271,000 jobs are phony. That's a phony number. The real number is 126,000 jobs. That's right, 126, not 271. That's right. Now, if we eliminate the jobs that were created, the fake jobs that were created by the birth-death model for October, the fake numbers, 145,000. That's right, they created a fake 145,000 jobs. And that's for October. And what they do, as I told you before, is very simple. The Bureau, they just, the BLS, birth of death, they use this birth-death metric system, where they provide to the White House each month a guess of how many jobs were created by new small business openings. Just a guess. It's a guess. There's no science to it. They just guess. As they also, by the way, do the same thing. They do how many jobs were lost. They just guess due to small business closings. So what they did, they just make them up. Now, they do go to the 11 districts where the Federal Reserve is around the country, and they do take a sampling of how many people signed up to form a corporation. But the majority of people that go in and sign up to form a corporation, almost 98% of them are people with 1 or 2 employees, little tiny people. Well, what they do, it depends on what the president is looking for in his people. Now, we know, and everybody knows this, no surprise, that every presidential election cycle, a year out, they always start fudging the numbers. They fudge the economic numbers, they fudge the job numbers, and they fudge the job numbers. But never did we see anything this bad. I mean, please tell me, why didn't the press at least start asking, how is this number? Just 4 weeks ago, we had 141,000 jobs. How did we leap to 271,000 jobs? How did we get 29,000 jobs, a 90% gain in just 4 weeks? Now, I would think something significant was happening during those 4 weeks, wouldn't you? That the press would talk about? I mean, never have we had a 90% leap. This is crazy. All they did is they going into the presidential cycle, and they certainly want to keep the White House, the Democrats. So they just said to, hey, the boys at the BLS, take your birth metric system and provide us with some numbers. Just guess at how many new jobs were created by all these new small business openings. And they said, well, we see that there was about 141,000 new jobs. Well, that's a little funny. Why? Because this is the first time we've ever seen there's more small businesses closing their doors than opening their doors. We've never seen that before with any modern day president. So here we are. We have an economy with more small businesses closing than opening. But yet they're saying that they checked out the small businesses that are opening and they could find 141,000 new jobs, a 90% increase over September. Are you nuts? It's unbelievable. Hey, we'll be right back. The market's down 211. Now's the time to join the gang. Don't miss this pullback.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. You know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's Gang. My name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Well, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. There is only one talk show host, Phil Grande, who delivers both social and financial talk. Not even Hannity or Rush can deliver a 1-2 punch like that. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Phil Grande is unique, the industry leader, the first talk show host ever to combine social issues and finance into winning stock market ideas. That's Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Philsgang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Philsgang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
The economy will continue to grow at a pace that's sufficient to generate further improvements in the labor market and to return inflation to our 2% target over the medium term. And if the incoming information supports that expectation, then our statement indicates that December would be a live possibility, but importantly, that we've made no decision about it.
So December hike possibility, but we made no decision about it. That was all phony. Remember, after the 12% rally, short covering rally, right at the very end, they wanted to make the all-time new high that was made in May. They needed a catalyst. So the owners of the private company called Federal Reserve, which is no more federal than Federal Express, sent the CEO out to Congress to make that statement. And when she made that statement, the stock market roared. The dollar went up, gold dropped. It was all phony. She's not going to raise rates. It's that simple. But let's talk about the market. And let me get you join the gang. 877-600-GANG. Now, if you don't join now, I don't know when you're going to join. You're going to be missing a great opportunity. 877-600-GANG. But think about this. We had, after that 1,900-point drop, 3 days, we got all that back. But it was, think about it, it was all what they call a short covering rally. What's that mean? It's phony. It's everybody who bet the stock market was going down. They made money pushing the market down, betting it was going down. Now they got to buy their stock back. That's what pushes it up. Now think about this. Nobody tells you this on CNBC. While the market was going up 12%, there was 3 times more selling volume than buying volume while the market was going up. There was 3 times more selling volume than buying volume, with 70% of the transactions being sell orders while the market's going up, with 50% more individual stocks falling than advancing, and with only 37% of the New York Stock Exchange stocks over their 200-day moving average. The market should have been collapsing, but instead the market was going up when there's 3 times more selling than buying. 70% of the transactions are selling, not buying, and only 37% of the New York Stock Exchange stocks are above their 200-day moving average. All negative, but the market keeps going up. How'd they do that? Well, simple. They were smart enough to keep pumping the idea that there's going to be a rate hike. So all they had to do is go and they take the few stocks that would benefit. The brokerage, the banks, take like the banks like Goldman Sachs, which we own, the brokerage houses like E-Trade and Schwab, and insurance companies like Allstate. Those all do terrific with the stock market, with interest rates going up. But they don't have to go up. They just have to say they're going up. So the market's going up 12% when all the momentum, every indicator you had was going the other way. And you wonder why the market's pulling back today? But see, that's the beautiful thing. As much as anyone complains about the manipulated Ponzi stock market scheme, who's complaining? This is a beautiful thing. Because you don't have to know anything about the company anymore. This pretend and extend policy of Yellen, just talking about rates rising, rates going up, creates these rallies. Even though you got the majority of the people selling stock, the market still goes up. And you're not in the market. So as much as everyone complains about these manipulated stock market, this Ponzi scheme, you got to remember the rewards that we get every day. The same pattern. We follow the same pattern over and over with our same 5 stocks. Are you kidding? We love it. Now the market will be ready as the market goes down. Give you an idea. Schlumberger oil. When Schlumberger was first collapsing, it went down 25%. And we had this signal that the institutions were pulling their money out and it was going down. And of course, that's our stock. We identified it. And we told our gang. And we showed them. So let's say the average gang member picked up 10%. Not 25 to 10%. Let's be really conservative. But the beautiful thing is when they turned around and went back up, you flipped and went back up. So the stock market the stock goes back up 22%. Let's say you got 10% on the way back up. The point I'm making, who cares? It's a beautiful thing that the market is manipulated. Because with the market manipulated and you follow it by the money flow by using a chart, you catch both the stock going down and the stock going back up. You don't do that with a 401k, I'll tell you that. So think about that for a moment. So as long as Yellen keeps saying there's a possibility, they keep on running this market. Isn't there something? And then they turn around and they lie about the job numbers. We did not have 271,000 jobs in October. But they never, ever were so aggressive in fudging numbers as they were October, because we're going into this critical election 1 year out. 1 year out. So what they do, again, with the birth death metric system, so you understand it, the BLS, on the orders of the White House, estimate how many jobs were created because of new small business openings, or how about the losses of small businesses closing, rather. It depends on what they need, what their goal is. So they can fudge the number either way. But never did we see that they ended up with 129,000 jobs. That's not good enough. We were at 142,000 in September. We're at 129,000 now. That's not good enough. We got to get it up. Where do you want to get it to? Let's bring it up to 271. Are you nuts? That's a 90% increase. So, but they did it. They did it. And at a time that we have more small businesses closing their doors. Everything's fake, but that's okay. That's why you have technicals. That's why you have charts. You will never make money with fundamentals, but let me tell you, there is nothing better than following my 5 major stocks with me every day. That's what my gang does, and we take advantage of this. What a beautiful thing. Hey, the market's down 200 points. Join the gang right now, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's Gang. My name is Phil Grande of Phil philsgang.com. Well, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. You know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, many people left the stock market after the crash, and here's why.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And that's still going on. That's your planner. They don't represent you. They represent themselves, your money manager. But you have to make a change. You can't change them. You make the change. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so that we can take care of you. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. You know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? philsgang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grande has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
Keystone Pipeline, dead. Dead.
as Bill Maher, who are the idiots applauding? Keystone Pipeline has killed 100,000 jobs that that you would make if you got the job between $20 and $25 an hour. Who are these idiots that are applauding? It's like everybody's teaming up. Liberals against the conservatives, Republicans against the Democrats. There's no team here. It should be all one cause, to make a good country, to make a strong country. That's what the cause should be. There shouldn't be Republicans and Democrats and liberals, and we're just people. We should all want to make the country strong. But the lying doesn't help. So as I said, these strong jobs were not strong jobs, and it's reflected in the market. And isn't it nice? If you're a gang member, and believe me, I hate this part of the show where I got to come on and tell you to join the gang. Drives you nuts, drives me nuts. But I'm going to tell you, it works. I mean, think of the system. 5 stocks. 5 stocks, that's it. And we track those same stocks every day. So when Schlumberger dropped to 25, because that's one of the 5 we tracked, we saw it. We saw it in advance. So we knew to tell our gang members to get in. Now, I'm not going to say every gang member made a 25%. I would never say anything like that. But I bet you the majority of them made at least 10%. The ones who knew what they were doing and they listened. And then the same thing with Intel. Intel dropped 25 or 18%. So let's say they got 8% out of it. So let's say they got 8% out of Intel on the way down, and Schlumberger, let's say, they got 10% on the way down. What's wrong with that? But here's the better part. Then a certain cycle, then we tell you, okay, it's time to go the other way. So on Schlumberger, you go back up, and now you make 22%. So let's cut that in half, say 10%. Same thing with Intel. So my point I'm making with 5 stocks, each stock has a cycle. And I coach you through the cycle. You don't have to do anything. You don't do anything. I do my coffee talk, then all day during the day. I'm giving you live updates. You know exactly whatever stock, one of the 5 stocks or 2 of the 5 stocks, all during the day, I'm telling you what to do. I'm your coach. I'm right there, telling you exactly what to do. What is wrong with that? Give you one of our other stocks, Dust, which is a inverse for gold. So when gold started to drop, this Dust, instead of saying, I'm going to short gold, you buy Dust. You buy it. Well, right now, Dust, from the first indicator buy signal we got on our chart, on the PT1, it's up about 40%. About 40%. So let's cut that to just up 10%. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? See, the idea is, again, it's controlled. I'm with you all day long. Okay, let's move on. Join the gang, 877-600-GANG, and you call now. And Steve will pick up the phone. Denise pick up the phone. It's $49.95 a month. At the end of 1 month, I'll guarantee you're going to say, I wish I did this long ago. Now, time to get rid of your 401k. Why don't you try it in addition to? Then you make a decision. Then you make a decision. Hey, here we go again. This is unbelievable. Are you looking at buying a home? Do you know if you're buying a house, or worse, if you're selling a house, do you know it's going to take you probably 60 to 90 days longer than normal to close on your house, which is terrible for sellers because it disrupts their lives. They want to move on to the new house. They want to get going. They want to get the closing done. And the worst thing is during that 60 or 90 days that you never had to wait before, now you have to because of that idiot Barney Frank. That same idiot, the same culprit, Barney Frank, who was responsible for this crash, one of the culprits, for the 2008 crash. Fannie and Freddie, he was responsible for the crash because he told Fannie and Freddie they had to go and start buying paper or mortgages from the banks that were bad mortgages because he wanted the poor to be able to get a mortgage on a house even though they couldn't pay the payments. And for the first time, Fannie and Freddie had to buy less than AAA mortgages. They did. They went broke, went belly up. You and I had to bail it out. This was Barney Frank's idea. We had to bail it up over $181 billion we had to come up with. And guess what? Guess who we went to? Because we sold the printing machine. We sold the printing machine to a bunch of gangsters to a banking syndicate, a private company called Federal Reserve. They got the printing machine. They now print the money. They gave us the $187 billion, and we have to pay interest on it. We have to pay. If we didn't sell that printing machine, we wouldn't need to pay that interest. We could be building beautiful highways and schools and roads. Imagine what we could do with that money. And here's the other problem. That's not the only debt. You know how we're told all the time that the U.S. debt is 18 trillion, 18 trillion? That's a lie. They don't want us to know the real debt. They don't want us to, just like nobody wanted us to know last Friday that there was only 126,000 new jobs. There wasn't 271,000. Over 140,000 were fake. All through they're all phony. The birth-death metric system where they go in and estimate, hey, George, hey, how many jobs you think we created because of new companies being created around the country? Well, what number do you want? What number would you like? Well, it's election year, so they told us to come in with something over 100,000 extra jobs. Well, let's have some safety. Why don't we come in with 141,000? We'll say 141,000. We found 141,000 new jobs of companies that were created around the country. They don't do any research. Nobody calls anybody. No, they don't. Nobody calls anybody. There's no research. There's no analysts on it. Nothing. Just all guess. So we go for it. Just like our debt. Our debt is not 18 trillion. Our real debt is 65 trillion. Because nobody talks about, no financial media, no mainstream media. Why would they tell us the truth? They don't want us to know the truth. And seeing as how the Federal Reserve, the private company, owns 8 major media companies that control 85% of the news outlets, we'll never get the truth. We owe 65 trillion because we got all this unfunded debt, the civilian, and military pensions, the retiree health care. We got all the Social Security, all kinds of unfunded debt. Medicare, nobody talks about. So it's 65 trillion. Now, to keep up with, we could handle that 65 trillion, but we'd have to keep the economy strong. That means we have to create good full-time, high-paying jobs. And we do that by raising rates so people will save money, so we can take that savings and we can invest in small businesses. But the rich, the 5% of the population, not going to let that happen because they want the interest rates to be low. Because when the interest rates is low, they can make money in the stock market. So instead of creating a strong country by creating strong jobs, instead of creating jobs, we lie about creating jobs by simply using this birth death metric system. I mean, I'm so mad I can't talk. So think about this for a moment. Just think. We have 65 trillion, not 18. But nobody's going to tell us that. No one's going to tell us that. That would be okay as long as we kept a strong economy. What creates a strong economy? Jobs. How do you create jobs? You got to have savings. Offer good savings rates so people put money in savings, and then with that savings, that's the capital we take to invest in small businesses, that they are the ones that create all the good jobs, from 1 to 25 people. You know all the people around your town own small businesses. They can't do anything. They can't get any money. So the greedy, the 5 percentile, all of Obama's buddies and Bush's buddies are making a fortune because they're saying, no. We're not going to raise rates. No, we're not. We're going to tell everybody we're going to raise rates so we keep the stock market going up, but we're not going to raise them because if you raise rates, I can't keep making money in the stock market. This whole country is being run by the 5 percentile. But join my gang and we follow them. Follow them by following me. Join the gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each PhilsGang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the PhilsGang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, every day we read in the paper or we hear on radio or TV how the market is rigged. So what? It's rigged to go up, not to go down. You know this market hasn't pulled back 10%, not 10% since 2011, and you're not in this market. You want the market to be rigged. All you got to know is when to get out before it blows up. That's why you become a gang member, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's being taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. You know, it used to be, hey, what's that hot stock? There's no hot stocks anymore. You know what it's all about now? It's identifying when to get in the market, when to get out. And why? Because the market is rigged. It's rigged to go up. There's nothing better. It's rigged to go up. It's called quantitative easing. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Have fun with us in a rigged market.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart. So in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me. Our whole life, someone teaches us to play baseball. Someone teaches us to ski. Someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable. You don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. For you who have a pension, you better check it out. The 25 largest public pensions are underfunded by $2 trillion. $2 trillion. See, nobody's going to tell you this stuff. That's why. Join my gang. Look, join my gang and follow me with my 5 stocks, okay? As I said, we did very nicely with Schlumberger, both on the way down, shorting it, on the way back up. Same thing, which was, as I say, 25% down, another 20% up, but cut it in half. Cut it in half. Instead of that saying we got just 10%. Same thing with Intel. It was about 18% on the way down, shorting it, about 21% back up. Cut that in half. Pretend we only got 8% return. What's wrong with that? Dust, 50%. Let's cut that in half. Let's cut it 10%, from 50 to 10%. Regardless, you're going to do well because you're only focusing on those stocks and you're not all over the place. Okay, then you can make a decision. Does this make sense? Does it make sense before Phil's gang where I file these 5 stocks every day for you? You haven't got to do a thing. You haven't got to do a thing. Okay? And then once you understand how it works and the pattern recognition, then you can get more aggressive on your own. But you know what's really unbelievable is this, is that the jobs that we need jobs to make a strong economy, and our jobs are getting worse and worse. Our economy is getting worse and worse. We're being lied to. They're propping up the economy with all this 0% money, which is crazy. But nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care. The 5 percentile, that group, small segment of population, they will never let these interest rates go up because they want to continue to make money in the market. Interest rates go up, that's like kryptonite to Superman. What are you, nuts? Not going to happen. By the way, how can you raise interest rates when they know the economy is this bad? How? How can you? How can you raise interest rates when the stock market is so overvalued? The PE ratio is so overvalued. You can't justify it with a rate hike. It's all a bunch of nonsense. I want to get back to, I didn't finish, I got off on Barney Frank. If you're buying a house, it's going to take you 60 to 90 days to close. Can you imagine that? On top of what the normal, we used to close in about 60 days. Now you're talking another 60 to 90 on top of the 60. Why? Because this idiot put in a law. He wants you to get a form 3 days before you close with all the fees on it. With all the fees. We used to have that before. But he made this, before he left the house, he came up with this stupid law. So it's going to it takes the banks, it's going to take the banks to send that to you 3 days in advance of closing, about 60 days to 90 days to generate this thing to send to you. Isn't this ridiculous? And that's going to be a real headache. And it's going to be costly because now you're going to want to lock in your rate. And they're going to charge you to lock in your rate. See how government, they get involved, guys like Barney Frank, that terrible human being, and Dodd, the other one, he was part of this. You see what they do when they put their claws into us, when they put their nose into our lives because they really believe they know more than we do and what's best for us. Isn't that pathetic? And then they turn around and then they do nothing with these crooks. Nothing with the people who manipulate the Ponzi scheme on the stock market. They do nothing. They let them go. I told you, Iceland put them all in jail, 26 of them. So what are we going to do? We're going to go down and wave a flag in front of the White House and protest? No, what we're going to do, join my gang, and we'll follow the same stocks every day. And we'll take advantage when they go up and when they go down. We'll take advantage of them. It's easy. It's simple. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. You can call right now. You can talk to Denise or talk to Steven. They'll explain it to you. We have a lot of fun, and it works. But I'm really upset over this thing with a 60-day close. That's terrible. Do you know why? How many times you sell a house to somebody, and then the longer you keep that closing going before you close, there's all kinds of buyer's remorse. And they come back, and they want this, then they want that. Then they're going to send their... I love this one. My cousin's a contractor. I want him to come over and look at the foundation. Now, the cousin, what do you think the cousin's going to say? Oh, that's a perfect foundation? No, he's got to be the big shot. He's got knowledge. Even though there's nothing wrong with the foundation, he's going to say there's something wrong with the foundation. A host of problems are going to happen. A host of problems are going to happen. When you delay a closing, now what if the person buys your house, now it's taking an extra 60 to 90 days, he finds another house he likes better, cheaper. He's going to be able to bail out on you. It's unbelievable. So you got to make sure when you get a contract that you put in that contract a hefty deposit, and it's mine. It's not the realtor's. It's mine. You blow out of this deal, it's mine. Sign right here, or I'm not selling you my house. That's how you fix that. And then what else you put on there? Always write in your contract, time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. So they can't bring you to court and say, well, we didn't have enough time. Judge, what do you think enough time would be? No, you say time is of the essence. Make them sign that. This is a crazy law. So we have the jobs. You know, here's the thing to do. We know that the part-time jobs are the killer. We have everything fake right now, right? Everything is fake, but the part-time jobs are the real killer. Real killer. Because the part-time job is what puts you into poverty. Puts you right into poverty. And 5% unemployment rate, they told us on Friday. There's no 5% unemployment rate. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not 5%. The unemployment rate is 18%. Even the government says if you put back into discouraged workers, they don't count the discouraged workers. If you put back into discouraged workers, the real unemployment rate's 18%. There are 54% more part-time workers now in this administration than in Bush's administration. 54% more. Why? Because there's not a good jobs. Why? Because they won't let us save so that savings can be used to invest in small businesses to give them working capital so they can hire people and pay them $20 an hour. Why? Because the boys on Wall Street don't want the rates to go up. And all other and they keep telling us how we have a recovery. There is no recovery. In all the other 11 recessions, the number of part-time peaked and then went right back down. Not this one. This is the only recession that hasn't happened. Not under this administration. Know why? Because it was Obamacare. Because companies like Walmart, they've scaled back worker hours because I think they scaled back work hours for about 26,000 of their employees. Made them all part-time. Made them all part-time. How bad is that? Isn't that unbelievable? So part-time, the problem with part-time, there's 28 million part-time people. 7 million right now want immediate full-time work and they can't find it. So there is no recovery. But the market is being propped up by the free money to the banks, to the hedge funds. That's what's going on. And how long can they keep this going? Quite a while. Quite a while. They can keep this going quite a while. As I said, again, remember, the stock market, and this is all good. This is why you want to be a gang member. This is why you want to be in the stock market. God, think about it. You missed the whole market for 7 years. You're going to continue to miss the market? I'm going to be right here with you. So market's going up 12%, and we were making money on all our stocks as the market was going up. But I knew one thing. The market was going up for the wrong reasons. I told you that. How can you have 3 times more selling volume than buying volume? With 70% of all the transactions are sell orders, not buy orders, with 50% more individual stocks falling rather than going up, and with only 37% of the New York stocks, exchange stocks, over their 200-day moving average. How can you have that and yet the market going up? Because it's manipulated up by the bankers. So what do? Do you go and put them in jail or cry or say not go near the market? No. You just follow them. When they put more money in Intel, Caterpillar, IBM, Goldman Sachs, and Schlumberger, I will know. And I will show you. And I'll say, okay, now we got to get into it. Or we got to get out of it. Or we're going to short it as it goes down. That's all you have. Follow me, those 5 stocks. Join my gang. 877-600-GANG. Denise is on the phone waiting for your call, and so is Steve. See you on the show.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.